I'm George and welcome to the channel. Well, spring's arriving and also signs of the restrictions easing, and you might be thinking about buying a caravan or changing the caravan you've got. Once you have decided to buy, then you've got to work out which caravan is going to suit you in terms of its size, weight, layout, cost and so on, and doing that can be a challenge, especially if you're new to caravanning. So today's vlog is the first of a mini series of 2 videos that could make your caravan buying easier. Both videos have been put up at the same time, so they should both be available to you now. These videos feature our Caravan Infosheet that we put together to make choosing the right caravan a bit easier, whether you're just coming into caravanning or changing your van. Buying a caravan is exciting, but there can be uncertainty about it too. That's because there are so many different sizes, styles and layouts of caravan on the market, and what you don't want to find is that after only a few trips in your van, you discover that you've made the wrong choice. For most folks, deciding on a caravan starts with looking at the different models, checking them out in magazines and on manufacturers' websites, and I would also suggest looking at the YouTube caravanning vlogs to see what people who are not trying to sell you anything think about particular caravans. This should all help you narrow down your initial ideas to a short list of 2 or 3 that are your best possibles. Then it's time to visit the caravan dealers to see them for real, sit it down in them to feel how comfortable they are, look in the cupboards and lockers and check out the washroom. All the things you can't do from a brochure or online. Also speak with the sales staff. They can give you information and help, but don't be rushed or pressured. Take your time. Add their advice to your own research, maybe with advice from others you trust, possibly other caravanners, and make your own assessment of your needs from a caravan. So on these visits you need to gather as much information as you can, then take it away to compare and think about with your family before you take any final decision. But just how can you gather all the information you need from 2 or 3 different caravans that are maybe in different places and take it away to compare? Well, if you've got a great memory, you'll be okay. But if not, that can be a problem. We've been in this position ourselves, so we put together this simple Caravan Infosheet that you can use to list the key information and features and your opinions on them for each caravan on your shortlist. It means you don't have to try to remember everything you've seen, and with the information sheets in front of you, preferably not in the showroom, maybe over a coffee or possibly at home, the caravans can all be compared to reach a decision. Then it's back to the dealer to negotiate. So how do we actually use the Caravan Infosheet? Well, we'll look at the caravan in 4 main areas. First, the size and weight and so on to ensure that the car can legally and safely tow it and it's going to fit on the storage space we've got in mind. And I'll come back to this important section in a moment. Then we use the info sheet to look at the other 3 areas, the layout, storage space and the equipment in each. Coming back to the first section of the info sheet, which deals with sizes and weights of possible caravans and your tow car, this is a section which has really important safety and legal considerations, and so we've given these aspects a video all of their own, part 2 of this mini-series. I would recommend that you take a look at that part 2 video, especially if you are new to caravanning. I will mention caravan and tow car weights in this video, but I won't go over these in great detail. Together the 2 videos should show you how you can use the info sheet to get a clear picture of each caravan you look at and a record of your thoughts on them, and so be in a position to compare them much more easily. If you find what you see useful, we'd be happy to share the info sheet with you. If you contact us in our email, I'll send you a copy. Let's look at part 1 of the info sheet now. This is the first section of the Caravan Infosheet tool. This is where you record the make and model of the caravan you're looking at, how many it sleeps and its price. You will also see that here you can record the important information about the caravan's size and weight, as well as information about your tow car. From this information you will be able to tell which caravans your car can safely and legally tow and any that you're not able to. The information in this section is very important for safe and legal towing and needs careful explanation and thought. Given how important this is, we have given the guidance of this section a video all of its own, part 2 of this mini-series. I would really encourage you to watch that, especially if you are new or inexperienced in towing. This section of the info sheet deals with the layout of the caravan that you're looking at. The main areas to be checked out are sleeping, lounging and eating, cooking and washing. You can see that each of these areas is listed, enabling you to add details for each feature. For example, within the first non-fixed bed section, you can list whether these are front double, rear double, singles or bunks, and there's also space for you to add any others that you come across. Additionally, you've got space to add your own comments and opinions on each feature as to its size, suitability, comfort, ease of use, etc. This will help you to decide how practical each aspect is in each caravan for your own particular needs, something you simply can't do from a brochure or on a website. Additionally, this will give you a record of these aspects for each caravan you check over, enabling easy comparison of each caravan you see, and this should help you later as part of your overall selection process. Take your time with this particular part of the look at the caravan. Make more than one visit to the dealer if necessary. It's better to take that little bit of extra time to help you reach the best decision that you can. In this section of the info sheet, we have listed what we think are the 6 or 7 groups of items that most caravanners will want to carry in their caravan. Some might carry all of these, others may carry only a selection of them, and the section has additional space at the bottom for you to add anything else that you might want to carry. Opposite each is a space where, as you take a really good look at the caravans you are considering, you can try to identify just where in that caravan you would be able to store the items that you need to take. This will enable you to decide if the storage spaces in any one caravan are practical for your own particular needs, something you simply can't do from a brochure or on a website. Again, this will give you a record of this aspect for every caravan that you check over, giving easy comparison of the storage in each, and later at home it will help as part of your overall selection process. Again, take plenty of time with this particular part of your look at the caravan. It's important. In this part of the info sheet tool, you will see 20 or so caravan features, many of which we think most caravanners will be looking for in a caravan they're thinking about buying. This is a selection of common features, but it is not listed in any particular order, as people's needs and wants in a caravan can be very different. You probably won't want every single one of the features listed, so there may be some that you can ignore. Also, it's not a list of every single feature available in caravans, and if there is something missing that you would want, there is space on the page to add it in. You will see that set against each feature there is an E for essential and P for preferred. One way of using the info sheet before you go to look at a caravan might be to go down this list of features and in the relevant column tick whether each is essential or preferred for your requirements, ignoring any that you're not interested in. Then, when you're looking at each caravan, you can check whether or not it has your essential or preferred features and be able to add your comments on the suitability of each as appropriate. As you fill in these sections, it will give you a record of these features for each caravan you check over, making comparison of each van easy. It will also help you later at home as part of your final selection process. Again, at the risk of being repetitive, but it is really important, take your time as you look at any caravan. It's important for you to reach the right decision. We've now looked at all the sections of the info sheet in detail except section 1, which deals with caravan and tow car weights. Getting these right is very important for you to tow legally and safely, so we've given that section a video all of its own, part 2 of this series, and I would really encourage you to watch that, especially if you're new or inexperienced in towing. Well, that was the first video of the Caravan Info Sheet mini-series. But before closing this video, I should mention servicing and warranty on your new caravan. You might find that the best deal on a caravan is at a dealer some distance from your home. But bear in mind, no matter what the caravan manufacturers might say, dealers for that same make who are closer to you might prefer to give priority for servicing to customers who bought from them, and they may also be reluctant to do warranty work on caravans bought elsewhere. These are important points to consider, and I would advise checking them out before you actually sign on the dotted line. I should also add one more thing. In our experience, there's probably no such thing as the perfect caravan. Manufacturers try to produce models and layouts to meet the needs of as many buyers as possible, but unless you're very lucky, there will always be something about your caravan that is not as ideal as everything else. So our advice is, find the caravan that you can happily use, which has got the fewest compromises. Also, can I please remind you about video 2 in this set, using the info sheet to guide you in respect of tow car and caravan weights, which is also available to watch now. That's a particularly important subject if you are new or inexperienced in towing, and we think you might find it useful. Together with part 1, which you've just watched, the 2 videos might help you on your way to that new caravan. Well, we would just like to thank you once again for watching today. We hope you found it enjoyable and also helpful, and if so, you might give us a thumbs up and a like and share. If you have any advice or comments, we'd love to hear from you, and if you have a question, we will try to answer it. You can do this in the usual YouTube way, or by using our Facebook, Twitter or email. Details of these are all at the end of the video, and we promise to get back to everybody who gets in touch. A reminder that if you are interested in using our info sheet for yourself, we are happy to share it with you. Just email us and we'll send you a copy. If you think you would like to see more from us, please also consider subscribing. And if you want to know when our next video is available, please ding the notification bell and you'll get some information on that. Also, if you haven't seen our other videos, maybe you could try those too. And don't forget part 2 of this mini-series. Thanks again for watching, and we hope that you'll watch again next time. But for now, stay safe, stay healthy, keep calm and caravan on. It's cheerio from the Max. See you next time. Bye.